Daniel's music is really different and challenging. It's quite neat because there's a kind of a banjo sensibility, which I don't, it means it's really a stretch to play it on the saxophone. It's really quite challenging and interesting. You get things that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise coming from this other perspective. So that's really neat. The tunes are beautiful.
It's really special for me because, you know, you write music and but then to hear it played and hear people put themselves into the music, it's you know, bigger than what's in my head. And then also there's a big element of improvisation. So it's really exciting to hear the music played.
It's also sort of a musical anthropological excursion in a little way, because Daniel was always interested in African music and other folk music, so to speak, as was I. I was in Africa a few times, and the banjo comes from Africa, and the way he uses it and puts it in context with other instruments highlights that connection.
I think one of my favorite tunes is Simon and Mika, the one that we did this morning. I don't know, it's really dancey. Every time we're listening back in the studio, I'm always grooving along. You could tell it's a good take if I'm grooving along. If I'm not dancing, then we have to redo it.
In the early 90s, he recorded an album. In the mid-90s, we did some touring and recorded another album. And everybody went on their separate ways for a long time, but now we're getting back together because it's fun.
Fast forward, what, 25 years? We're doing the second record. First one was done 20 years ago with mostly the same people, some with hair then. It's
just this little nest of creativity. You can hear the birds all around us. I've been watching these mating flights of hummingbirds.
The really exciting thing about this project is just a lot of challenging material. So you really have to work on your instrument and really make the parts happen.
I think the music is very attractive, wonderful players, personalities, you know, prairie people, joyful, and so is the music. I think it really is something that should be shown and that should bring joy to people. And I'm a jazz musician, you know, joy is not always the first thing that comes to mind.
Music is such a shared art. I mean, it exists. We're putting it on a tape, but when you're playing, it exists in the air somewhere between everybody. Like it's really a shared art form.